Hello, welcome. What is the greatest comeback to an insult you've ever heard? My best friend, after an argument with some kid from our school in a shop, we began walking away down the street. Kid, where you going, punk? Friend, your mom's house. Kid, my mom lives the other way, idiot. Friend, nah, I meant your real mom. A friend in high school on our way to a track meet. He was staring at a car in the parking that was really nice. When this bag saw him. Bag, why bothering looking at that when you know you'll never be able to get one? My friend, the same reason you watch porn. The entire bus erupted and it's still one of the funniest things I've ever heard. So there was two girls fighting, and one of them looks at my sister who was minding her own business and says, "You go to hell too." My sister, do you want me to say anything to your mom? My sister started saying go to hell, as a moody often rude teenager. She is a couple of years older than me. One day she said it to me after she'd been chastised by our dad, for something she had done. I usually shrugged at her insults because they were meaningless. This day, however, I retorted, "Why would I go anywhere you are?" I'm still pleased at my 13-year-old brain for that one. I do remember her slamming her bedroom door as her comeback. English class in middle school. Kid A, yo, Kid B, your mama waited on me at McDonald's last night? Must feel like crap having a mom that works at McDonald's. Kid B, at least my mom gets out of bed to go to work. English teacher, far louder than he realized, damn. The rest of us were laughing so hard, the teacher next door popped her head in to see what was going on. Many years ago, when we were about 18, a friend of mine was arguing with another person we knew. This person was trying to be a badass and intimidate my buddy. He says my feet are registered. Without missing a beat, my friend replies, "Where? Health and sanitation?" 40 years later I still crack up at this when it comes to mind. I asked my mother why she always wears makeup despite being in her 40s. She told me she wears makeup so she doesn't look like me. Edit, I was 9. A guy makes fun of his bald friend by rubbing his head and saying, "Wow, your head is as smooth as my wife's bottom." The friend also rubs his head and says, "Wow, you're right." I used to work with this like 70-year-old woman, she was our supervisor. And one day one of the ladies who worked with us, told this old lady to kiss my ass, and the old lady replied, "Where do I start? You're so fat your crack goes all the way up your back." "If you weren't so stupid what would you be?" asks the husband. The wife replies, without even skipping a beat, "Single." My grandma got into a fight at the grocery store, with a guy who told my 9-year-old brother to move the hell out of the way. They were going at it, and his final words were, "Suck my dick, bitch." She said across the store, "If I could find it, bitch." On a construction site one afternoon, different trades were working in the same area. Like silly team sports, the Sparkies always hang with the Sparkies and the Dirt Wranglers always hang with the Dirt Wranglers, and anytime they're together it turns into a pointless stick measuring contest. Usually not literally. One particularly childish exchange saw two men chopping back and forth, "My dick biggest, blah blah blah." Finally one of them spits out this classic, "I've got girth like a can of corn." And the clapback was unforgettable. "But you've got length like a can of tuna." Everyone busted up. Mr. Girth tried to hide his embarrassment, but was tied up. No comeback. And a room of men laughing uncontrollably. Good times. Quiet guy in my art class got called queer bait. He replied with, "If I'm the bait then you're the catch of the day." My grandparents used to bicker. My grandmother generally came out on top, as she was fierier. One time though, she was asking him to do a bunch of stuff, and he muttered, "If you'd lose some weight, you could do it yourself." She fixed her gaze on him, and glowered, "I'm thinking of getting rid of about 200 pounds of useless fat immediately." He replied, "You're going to cut off your foot?" I was bullshitting with a couple of buddies, and may have suggested that I banged one of their moms, to which said friend replied, "My mom's dead." My mouth bypassed my brain and replied, "That explains the dirt." This happened about 5 years ago now. There was this one annoying kid in my math class in high school. Being loud, ignoring the teacher. He was mixed race, only bringing this up because it's related. He's talking rather loudly with a guy next to him. Teacher tells him shut the hell up. Kid makes a point that he's half black and being mean to him is racist, some stupid shit like that. Teacher looks him dead in the eyes and says, "I was talking to your white half, stupid." Hands down my favorite teacher. Had a friend growing up who had an adopted brother a year or so younger. They would always talk shit and fight a bit here and there, and one time my friend says to his brother that he was adopted, and can go bleep off. He knew he was adopted, and without missing a beat he shot back at my friend, "Yeah, well, clearly you weren't enough for mom and dad. That's why they bought me." Yes, he used the word bought. I was 14 or 15 and had a quiet nerdy friend with really bad acne. My older brother had these 3 friends, all brothers 2, 3, and 4 years older than me and my friend. They were all gangsta, and started their own gang, which I always thought was really funny. Me and my friend walked in the front door. My brother and his friends were all sitting at the TV playing Halo. One of the brothers looked at my friend and said, "Holy shit, Sam, I got 2 words for you, acne pads." Sam replied, "Cool, and I got 2 words for you, Johnny, speech therapy." The guy had a pretty bad stutter. He jumped right up and started trying to fight my friend. As long as I could remember after that he wanted to fight Sam, but we just ignored them. I don't know why this stuck with me for so long. It was such perfect delivery and shutdown of a bully. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, share and subscribe to my channel for more interesting videos. I'll be posting daily.